Hi everyone. Hi, I hope everybody is able to hear my voice. If you are unable to hear, can you just send me a message in chat? Hi, good morning, all of you. I hope you are able to hear me. If you are unable to hear, can you just drop me a message? Uh, Thank you. Thank you. I hope you are able to hear my voice, and it's a kind request to each and every participant for today's webinar to please, mute your mics so that there won't be any disturbance for the points what the experts are going to deliver today. So I request each and every individual to please unmute mute your mics so that only the content which has to be delivered will be audible to the participants. Now welcome you all for today's webinar on NEET tips. So we have three experts who are going to explain you how to manage your time or manage your time at the time of examination, how to manage your schedule from today till the date of examination, and how to handle your stress levels before exam or at the time of examination. All these points are going to be covered by the three panel members today. One is Dr. Ramya and Dr. Shravya and Dr. Monica. All these three are going to explain you the tips on how to handle these uh, points which has been mentioned. This is one point. Before getting into the actual session, I would take a few minutes to explain about Shane and about Shane services, what we do and what we deliver, and how we are different from others. So I'll just share my screen to present the PPT on this. So I hope everybody is able to view my screen. If anyone not able to view, please do let me know in the chat. I hope everybody are able to view my screen. Okay. So about Shine Medico Consultancy Private Limited, we deal with MBBS abroad admissions, and we deal with most of the countries, and specifically we deal with Philippines. So in that regard, to introduce about Shane Medico, we have 11 years of establishment experience in medical admissions abroad, and 128 plus years of collective experience. That means the team, the whole core team which are available in Shine Medico, put together, we get 128 plus years of collective experience. And whatever college or institute or university we deal with, we get all direct authorizations from the organizations, and then we proceed with the admission part. And whatever colleges we are dealing with in Philippines, like Emilio or University of Perpetual, we are the only authorized agency from India who are having an office in the college campus for the student support. So whomsoever it is from Sheng Medico can have a support in the campus through the office. Whatever issue they have, they can go and approach to get them rectified. Okay, and we till so far we have fulfilled the dreams of about 4,362 candidates who became doctors through us. We feel proud to say this, but end of the day, it all depends on the individual perception on how to achieve this. Okay, now coming to what all colleges we are associated in Philippines. One is University of Perpetual Health System Delta. This is one of the best university in Philippines, which is located in Manila. And the second institute what we deal is Emilio. This is the what do you say? The second ranked medical college in Philippines. Okay, and why should one choose Philippines rather than doing it in India or some other country? Okay, so here the quality of education with excellent facilities in terms of infra, in terms of lab facilities, and everything is maintained at high pace. And the second one, the candidate who pursues MBBS in Philippines can directly get into USM LME from Manila itself by clearing the stage 1 and stage 2 from Philippines, because Philippines follows US American education pattern. And when it comes to the fee part, it's 65% fee lesser than any private college when you compare in India. And the most important advantage what you get is the whole teaching and the commonly used language in Philippines is in English. Okay, and all the colleges what we deal are listed in WHO and eligible to practice in India post next. So this is the major advantage for the candidates who pursue MBBS in Philippines will get. Okay. So, and these people are eligible to go for further education for US or UK. There is no bar or restriction for them. As I said, USMLE step 1 and step 2 can be completed while pursuing MBBS in Philippines when they are in Manila itself. Okay, and the most important thing, the environment, the climatic conditions of Philippines are very similar to India, the coastal part of India, and most importantly, we serve Indian food in the hostels maintained by us in the college campus. This is why Philippines. Okay, so if we talk about individual institutions, University of Perpetual, it started in 1975 in Manila, and the best part with this institute is the classroom ratio is 1:40. Okay, and the beauty of this university is anatomy and pathological labs are available in the campus, so the candidate is not required to go outside the campus to do the anatomy or pathological labs in some other hospitals or somewhere. Okay, and there is a huge library which are available. 40,000+ medical volumes are available for your references, and clinical rotations can be done in the campus itself, because the campus is attached with 300-bedded hospital. And most important thing, it's very near from the airport of Manila, and it is in the capital city of Philippines called Manila. Okay, and it is also listed in top 10 universities in Philippines. And BS program scheduled for 1 year. If you wanted to complete the the BS program in 1 year, you can do it. And easy to get among USMLE. As I said, you can complete the stage 1 and stage 2 when you are in Philippines itself. Okay, so this Emilio started in 2001, and you have a huge library, 45,000+ medical volumes available, and it's also attached with in-house hospital, 425-bedded hospital, and it's also very near from airport of Manila, 11 kilometers. And as I said, clinical rotations can be done within the campus itself. And this is ranked second in the whole medical colleges which are available in Philippines. And here to complete the BS program, it takes 2 years for this particular institution. Okay. Now, why one should choose Shine Medico rather than any other consultancy? Okay, so I'll just give the achievements of Shine Medico. We have fulfilled dreams of 40 to 34. I mean, guaranteed admission at lowest fees, quality education with affordability, and it's also certified with ISO 9001 and 2015. Okay, now why Shine Medico? The complete process is transparent, and whatever we commit, we give it on paper. We give it all the commitments on writing. We do not only say the commitments, we also give the commitments on writing to make you confident that whatever committed will be fulfilled. And animated tutorials. Prosium is one of the organization for the first time in the globe which has created the animated tutorials for the whole curriculum of MBBS, and this can be utilized through Shane. And we also have 19 expert doctors, Indian specialized doctors, who provides online, offline training by them for your preparations for NMAT or next exam or MBBS. And the whole process is hassle-free, and we have the best economical packages and no hidden charges. We do not charge anything apart from what we say on paper. And we commit the guaranteed admission, or the money which has been paid will be returned back wholly without any deductions. Last but not least, we take care from the day you get admitted till you complete the course. So this is why people choose Shine Medico. So now coming to the sorry, I'll just show you the pictures of both the organizations, and we'll get into the actual session. So these are the images of the Emilio College. The hospital inside the campus, the canteen. So you get all South Indian and North Indian food available for you here. So the candidates traveled through us. Okay, so in short about Emilio, I'll just show you the perpetual images and then so this is the perpetual hospitality management college. So this is the university campus, university building. So as I said, we have the Shine office available inside the campus. Okay, so these are about both the organizations what we deal. And now, coming back to our session, we have a couple of doctors who are done their MBBS from Philippines, from Emilio and the University of Perpetual. So I'll invite them to share their opinions for a couple of minutes, and then we'll get into the actual session. So I request Mr. Vinay to share his opinion on what is the advantage of pursuing MBBS from Philippines. Mr. Vinay, please. Okay, Mr. Joshua, can you take over from here?
Dosti.
Mr. Joshua or Vinay, are you available?
Excuse me, sir.
Excuse me, if any individual wants to have any query, can you just send in the chat your query?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Mr. Joshua, please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Please. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah, Mr. Joshua, please go ahead. You can start your sharing your opinions.
Okay. This is Dr. Joshua Cherukuri, graduated from Emilio Aguinaldo College. Recently passed out FMG and now started practicing in Apollo Emergency Hospital in Kodada. I wish everyone to good luck for everyone. Hello.
Yeah, Joshua, we are able to hear you. Please go ahead.
Sir, is my audio clear?
Yes, it is. It is very much clear.
Okay, sir. So if anyone has any doubts regarding Emilio Aguinaldo College, please kindly don't hesitate to ask me. I'm here to help you.
All good.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, Mr. Joshua, we are able to hear you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, are there anyone who needs any who are having any queries, sir?
No. You can go ahead and sharing your opinion, Mr. Joshua. If they have any queries, I'll clarify them once the session is over.
Okay, sir. Sir, can I proceed with all the procedures and all the things what a student should know? Can I discuss those?
Yeah, please. Yeah.
Usually MBBS is a 5 year 6 months course in Philippines. in Philippines,
One second, sir. One second. I
Man.
request all the participating members to
Yeah.
please mute your mics. So I once again request all the participating members to please mute your mics. Yeah, Mr. Joshua, please.
yeah, usually in the Philippines, MBBS is a 5 years, 6 months of course, 5 years, 6 months course. In that, for the first 1.5 year, we have to do BS Biology. It's a pre-medical course. It's a compulsory course that we are supposed to do before entering into medicine.
Excuse
before
me, there is a
enrolling
disturbance
into
in your
medicine.
voice, bro.
ఒకటి ఫోన్ చేశాడు చూసే మధ్యాహ్నం 3 గంటలకు వెళ్ళండి బయటికి తీసుకొని ఫోన్ చేస్తాడు
Hello.
మా నాన్న 2 కల్లా
Mr.
వస్తాడు నేను
Mr. Pushkal, can you mute your mic, Mr. Pushkal?
సరే నువ్వేం తొందర నాకు ఎందుకు తీసుకోపో డబ్బులు నేను అడిగాను
Mr. Pushkal, please, everybody, please mute your mics.
పనులు తీసుకొచ్చాము మీ తమ్ముడు స్కూల్ నుంచి నేను ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేయాలి అసలు ఫోన్ చేస్తాను నేను కారణం చెప్తాను అనుకున్నా
Mr. Pushkal, please mute your mic.
నమస్తే అండి, నా పేరు గురవయ్య. ఒక రకంగా వీళ్ళందరూ చూచారు.
Yeah, Mr. Joshua, please go ahead.
Yeah, sir. BS by yeah. Usually, MBBS is a 5 years of 6 months of course. Hello.
Yeah, please go ahead,
Sir.
Mr. Joshua.
Usually, MBBS is a 5 years, 6 months of course in Manila, Philippines. In that, 18 months course is first 18 months course is BS Biology, and then after passing NMAT, National Medical Admission Test, each student will enroll in proper medicine, and the medicine is 4 years of course, and
Bro,
3 years,
the voice is
3 years
disturbing, bro.
theoretical
Pushkal.
and 1 year clinical exposure to directly to the patients, clinical rotations. Hello.
Sir,
Yeah, please go ahead, Mr. Joshua, please.
sir, Shine, sir.
Sir, someone
See, yeah, anyone, I request all the participants, if anyone have a query, please do send me in the chat.
Sir, nothing, sir. There is a voice
Please
disturbance.
mute your mics. Please mute your mics so that you will not have any disturbance. I request all the members to please mute your mics. Please mute your mics. And the actual session, the NEET tips is going to get started in another 5 minutes. Please, we request all the members to please mute your mics. Yeah, Mr. Joshua, please. Mr. Joshua, please. Okay, fine. Let's get started into the actual session of sharing the tips from the people who has cleared the NEET. So I take the pleasure of inviting Ramya to take over and share the tips how to crack the NEET.
Hello.
Yeah, Ramya, please go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Actually, I'm very glad to take this session. Actually, I'm very warm welcoming all of you people for this Shine Medico session. Myself, Dr. Ramya. Actually, I've cleared my MBBS So I would like to take this opportunity to tell you guys a few tips regarding this time management in your exam preparation, in your exam, during your examination. Actually, your exam is like 3 hours. So 3 hours lo మీరు 180 questions మాత్రమే ఆన్సర్ చేయాలి, but you have like 200 questions అన్నమాట.
Ramya, a small request. There are people even from outside AP and Telangana, so I request you to
Yeah,
continue in
okay.
English.
Yeah, okay,
Please,
okay, no
thank you.
problem.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, actually your examination is like 3 hours, 2 to 5. So you'll having you guys have to answer 180 questions out of 200. 20 questions are like your first pairing, so you will get for 1 minute for every question. So my opinion is, basically from the starting of examination, you guys have to attend like your examination centers at 1 o'clock. They'll send you into the examination center from 1. You'll having exam starts like 2 o'clock, so they'll send you into the exam hall from 1. So I request all you people to be at your examination center ready by 12:30, so that you guys don't have any tension that anyone can be late for your examination. So be prepared so that you all people can reach to your examination center by 12:30. So once you reach by 12:30, they'll start sending you people into the examination center from 1 o'clock. So once you enter into the examination center, they'll give your allocated seats to you people. So you just sit there and just calm your mind. You do not think about anything else. You just don't think about how the question paper is going to come, how I am going to write the examination. Just don't think anything about anything. Just relax and calm your mind, so that what happens is you can prepare what you have prepared from all these months. You can just present your when your exam paper will come, so you don't get tensed. Maybe you'll be having like half an hour before your exam paper going to just relax your mind calmly and just close your eyes and just sit there blankly. Do not think about anything about the paper or anything about the topics you are going to revise. Just calm your mind and just relax. So once you get the paper and once your time starts like 2 o'clock and 2 to 5, just in these 3 hours, just think about only your exam, the question you are reading. Just concentrate on just the question you are reading and the multiple choices you are going to read. Just concentrate on that particular question. So you'll be getting like 1 minute for every questions. You have to answer 180 questions. You have 4 subjects. So this is from my side. Actually, I don't expect everyone to follow the same thing, because for first I mean, in the question paper you'll maybe attempt, in my point of view, it is better first you to attempt the basic botany and zoology, because it is very much better and you can score much more marks in those topics, because they're very, like one liners, or you don't have to stress that much in that 2 topics. So better first attempt your botany and zoology. So once you attempt your botany and zoology, you will be having like I think 2 sections in A and part A and part B for each subject. In part A, you have to attempt all your 35 questions. In part B, you have to attempt only 10 questions. 5 questions are like your choices. You can attempt. You should leave every 5 questions in every topic. So in 35 questions, you should attempt. On reading the question, you should concentrate only on that question and multiple choice of that question only. Once you complete the first section 35, coming to the second section, what my advice is, in second section, go through all the 15 questions. After going through all the 15 questions, while you are answering the questions which are most difficult, you can leave them. 5 questions. You can attempt the easy ones, 10 questions. Because because this is your offline exam, you can, in your question paper, you can tick all the 15 questions. But while you are answering your questions in the OMR sheet, you have to mark only 10 questions. So you can choose. Why here is the point. You have to choose which questions you have to leave. That only makes the differences in the marks. You have to leave only the most difficult questions. I mean, for everyone, it is one different questions. Not everyone is having like one question is different from another one. So like what happens is you have to choose yourself which question is difficult and which question is you're not going to answer. So such questions you have to leave 5 questions and you have to answer remaining 10 questions. So first you have to answer like botany and zoology. Make sure that you answer botany and zoology every question right, because that makes a difference. When you score marks more in your botany and zoology, that's going to make a difference in your rank. After answering your botany and zoology, next you can answer chemistry. In chemistry also, you can first go through all the questions which are very easy for you. So once you completed that, you can move for physics. In physics, I prefer usually to answer first theory questions. Then you can solve the problems. Because for every question, it's not going to take 1 minute. So in maximum botany and zoology, for you people can answer some questions in 30 seconds, 20 seconds, 40 seconds. So not going to take any 1 minute. So, but in physics, you're going to take more than 1 minute for solving the questions. So what I advise you people is, in physics, maximum take 1 minute for answering any questions. If you are thinking that it is going for more than 1 minute, stop the question and move on to the next question. After completing the exam, if you still have time, you can mark the questions for review. So in the last, if you have any time, you can go through the questions once again and you can answer. Don't sit at single question by thinking that, okay, if I further spend like 20 seconds, 30 seconds, I can answer this question. No, because there are certain questions you can just answer in them like 20 seconds or 10 seconds. So you're going to lose the points in that questions. So in your exam, every mark is important and every second is important for you people. Okay. So you have to you have to choose wisely by answering the questions. For you have like 5 questions you can leave. So choose wisely leaving the questions, because they are going to make a huge difference in your ranking. Because 1 mark can make a difference in ranking system. You can like hundreds differences will be there, 100 rank differences will be there in one question. So choose wisely in answering the questions. Make sure that you answer the question, and when you go to the next question, do not think about the previous question. You will have to concentrate on the question you're reading through. Do not think about the previous question. Just leave it there. Once you answered the question, just leave it itself there. Come to the next question. Basically, what I personally think is, you better go through first botany and zoology, first answer in your question paper, next chemistry, then physiology, then physics. Sorry. It's maybe not everyone's favorite is botany, zoology. Someone may be experts in physics also. For them, the physics will be very easy. It's like 70 to 80%. The easy will be botany and zoology only. Physics will be very tough for them in 70 to 80% of people. For those people who thinks the physics is best, they can do their best in physics. They can easily solve the questions. They can start with the physics. But make sure you can complete the questions within 1 minute only in physics. Because there will be, if you think you are experts in physics and you are solving the physics questions only for the most of the time, you're going to lose your marks, because your marks will be mostly from the botany, zoology only. More the marks will be able to score from the botany, zoology, because they're theory questions. Mostly there will be one-liners also. According to last year 2019 question paper, like among the 180 questions, like 140 questions are easy to moderate. Only 30 to 40 questions are difficult ones. So everyone will be focusing on the difficult ones, but they will be left with the most easiest questions and the difficult ones. So what I want to tell you people is, just focus on the easy and the moderate ones. Difficult one will be difficult for everyone. So you don't have to waste your time on difficult ones. If you think that it is very difficult for you to crack, you just leave the question and go on to the next one. If at all you have any time in the last, you can answer the questions in the last. That doesn't make any sense at all if you are focusing only on the first question only. So better prepare yourself for answering one-line questions easily. That just questions which are we'll be able to answer in 20 seconds or 30 seconds, like that. Just answer them very quickly and move on to the next question. And after the exam also, just do not discuss yourself outside the examination center. Just remain calm and just think yourself that you have done yourself. That's it. And anyway, you are going to get the key after the examination. Just check yourself. That's it. Do not panic, or do not think that I have missed that question and I have wrongly written that question there. And make your examination is OMR marking. So what I personally think is you should mark your OMR after completing the subject. Like once you completed your zoology, you can answer these OMR markings on the for zoology, next botany, likewise. If you are having any questions, like you have to mark for review that the things are very difficult, you can mark that questions in the last. You can leave that OMR marking answers for the last. When you have time in the last, just review those questions and you can mark that question answers for that in the OMR in the last. You can leave that question. Maybe for a subject you will be getting like five questions or 6 questions. Maybe you find difficult in answering them, and you can review that in the last, and you can leave that for marking in the in the OMR, and you can answer them in the last in the OMR. Make sure that whatever you answer in the question is make sure you are answering the same, bubbling the same in the OMR sheet. Do not panic while answering that bubbling that answers in the OMR, because whatever you think, OMR marking will be the utmost they will consider na. So that's why OMR marking is very important. You make sure that you are answering correctly and you are bubbling correctly. You should bubbling entire the question, answer the question correctly. So make sure your bubbling is very correct, and just do not any markings like anything other than answer. Don't mark anything in the OMR. That is very important actually. Answering is different. You can answer the questions, but make sure you bubble correctly in the OMRs. That's going to be the main thing in your examination. Do not panic while you're answering, while you're bubbling your OMR. Make sure you're bubbling the correct question, correct answer. You double check that one, double check the questions and bubblings. You are doing that in the OMR sheets. Yeah, that's it. I think you all know better than me, but that's my experience actually. That's what I have done in my while preparing for my NEET examination, for UG examination and OMR bubbling. So I'll give you the more that my experience. Actually, make sure, my thing is make sure you bubble your OMRs correctly. That's what I want to say. Finally, I wish you all guys a very all the best for your examination. Do not panic, just give yourself.
Thank you.
That's it. Make sure the 3 hours are important. Do not think anything about anything. Just 3 hours are exam time. Make sure you give your best in your exam. Wish you very all the best. And I would like to thank the Shine Medicine for giving me such a great opportunity for interacting with you guys. Thank you.
Excuse
All
me,
best.
ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah, tell me.
Ma'am, can I speak in Telugu?
Yeah, sure.
మ్యామ్ యాక్చువల్లీ నీట్ అప్లికేషన్ ఫామ్ లో నాది సిగ్నేచర్ ఏదో డిస్క్రిపెన్సీ వచ్చిందంట మ్యామ్. మళ్ళీ కరెక్షన్ విండో ఓపెన్ అయిన తర్వాత నేను చెక్ చేసుకున్నాను, అది ఒకటి ఎడిట్ చేయమని వచ్చింది. ఎడిట్ చేసుకున్నా, కానీ ఈరోజు సెంటర్స్ రివీల్ అయ్యాయి కదా మ్యామ్. అయితే దాంట్లో నాకు పాత సిగ్నేచర్ ఉంది మ్యామ్.
Hello, excuse me. Please, your query has been recorded. Just share me privately your number. We'll call you and clarify your query.
Okay, sir. Sorry, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. So I request all the other members to please mute your mics, and thank you, Dr. Ramya, for sharing your experience, and thank you so much for your participation.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
And now may I request Dr. Shravya to share your experience to the members. Yeah, please,
Hello.
Dr. Shravya, please go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. Hi everyone. This is Dr. Shravya. I completed my MBBS in 2020, and I'm now preparing for PG entrance. And coming to the tips given to you, you should plan your day very.
Your video is lagging.
Yeah, you should plan your day very perfectly.
1 second, Dr. Shravya, please. It's a kind request to all the members to please mute your mics, and if you have anything to say, please type that in the chat so that I can take it to the concerned people. Please don't speak in between through mics. Make sure that your mics are muted, and if you have anything to say, please type that in the chat room.
Is it perfect now?
Yes. Please go ahead, Dr. Shravya. Yeah, Dr. Shravya, please go ahead.
Totally network bandwidth is low.
I request all the members to please mute your mics. Please, it's a kind request to all the members. Yeah, please, Dr. Shravya, please go ahead. Yeah, please, Dr. Shravya, please. You can unmute and go ahead. Shravya.
Okay. Is it clear now?
Yeah. Yes, please.
Sorry for the disturbance.
It's okay, ma'am, please.
And coming to the day schedule, you should plan it the whole day in a very scheduled manner, and you should try to follow it. You should not. You should plan for small hours. If you plan for 6 to 7 hours, you can't at this you can't sit and read for 6 to 7 hours. So you should plan in a minimized way. Means if you are waking up at 6 o'clock, you'll be ready to start your studies by 7 o'clock. So you should plan for just 3 hours. After 3 hours, you take a break of 30 minutes. So in such a way, you should plan. And the subjects which are like botany, zoology should be on your fingertips. Means you should be very perfect and thorough. If you see the bit, you should be able to answer your bit very accurately in such a manner. And coming to physics and chemistry is also like a theory part. Only a few questions will be, only few solving problem types will be present. So you can practice it every time. So that you will be very perfect with it, but you should not make any mistake in botany zoology, because it is a scoring part of everyone. Everyone will get equal marks in botany and zoology, and chemistry will be little bit, and the physics makes the difference between the rank for everyone, because in physics out of all questions, minimum theory questions will be present. So you can answer the theory questions first according to my suggestion. After that, you can go to the question parts, and you don't wait. If you don't know the question, you just leave it and go to the next question. If you keep on wasting the time, it will be wasted. It will be wasted, and you can't even refer the questions which you left back. So it's better to leave. And coming to the scheduling plan, you should plan 2 hours for botany and 2 hours for geology, and the rest, if you are perfect with that, or else you can continue 3 hours for that. And after that, you should plan for physics and chemistry. Mostly it should be for chemistry and physics should be solving bits. And like coming to last 20 days, you can write GT once in 5 days. It is best for writing GT, so that your accuracy and speed will be increased, so that it will be easy. It creates a ease in the exam. And coming to time of practicing, whichever time you'll be writing exam on the exam day, means you'll be writing 2 to 5 now. So you can practice the exam whenever you write the GTs. You should practice from 2 to 5, and don't think about the GTs course. You just review our mistake. Whichever mistake you have done now in each bit, next time you shouldn't do such mistake in the exam. This is a simple way of following. Coming to the physics and chemistry, you try to memorize. Anyhow, botany and zoology will be memorizing part, but coming to physics and chemistry, you should solve more and more bits. If you don't know bit, if there are 10 questions in arrow, at test which if you don't know, don't be panic. After that, maybe 30 questions will be easy. So don't panic and refer the next 30 questions. You'll be happy by seeing them. so that don't be panicking by seeing only those small such questions. And coming to sleep, 8 hours of sleep is a must and should. You plan your schedule in such a way that you should have adequate sleep. With adequate sleep, you'll be more active by the next day and you can perform very well. You have a little conversations with your parents and friends discussing about something or the other for a small time. Don't keep on studying for 20 hours or means 18 hours or 16 hours. You have a little breaks in between which refreshes your mind. And coming to food, you should take you should eat means which is homemade food. If you eat outside food, you may fall sick. So fall sick. So for these 20 days, you try to stick to home and homebound and take any only homebound food and homebound something whichever which is available within the home. And you should take care of your health very well for these 20 days. With this health only, you can maintain this accuracy of reading and practicing bits. So health is also most important thing in this. And coming to scheduling of day is important. As a schedule, you can read for some time and do bits. Read for some time and do bits. And my suggestion is to do 2 GTs per week is best. And you don't depend on the GT scores. You don't feel bad that you get low in GT scores. You just practice next. You just see the answers and try not to next time if the same question appears, you shouldn't tick the bit wrong. It should be always right. This is the simple suggestions you should be following. And thank you for the Shine for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, Dr. Shravya, and thanks for your participation. Can I request Maunika to share your inputs to the candidates?
Hello, am I audible, sir?
Hello. Yes, please.
Hi, this is Dr. Maunika. I passed out my MBBS and I'm getting prepared for NEET PG. Okay, I'm very happy today to share this platform with you all, and thanks to Shine Medicos. So I'm now talking to you about, I want to discuss to you about stress. Okay, what is stress according to you guys? So someone has stress being having not enough much time to study, and I'm forgetting everything during exam. So just write it down. What is the cause? What is the reason for your stress? Okay, so that you can have solution for that. So you can resolve that stress by overcoming with some simple tips. So what are the things we have in our hand to we can control? So we can control the time and consistency, preparation. So we have this much time. So you can schedule your own. Sorry. Okay, you can write your own schedule for reading. So we can't control the results, and we can't control the rank, and we can't control your score. So you can't control your admission in so dream college. So just stick on to your preparation. Don't stress to yourself, and just be calm. Okay, there are some tips for your stress. Okay, just listen to your music, talk to your friends, talk to your parents or your loved ones. Okay, just eat some food, healthy food. So dinner and breakfast is most important 2 meals in your day. So you have to eat enough amount of food, and you have to get at least 8 hours of sleep. Okay, so don't skip your sleep for getting for reading more and more time. So you can manage your schedule by having 8 hours of sleep. Okay, stick on to that. So you just have only 20 days. You have to schedule your sleep at least for 8 hours. So you can maintain your sleep. So because why is sleep more important is your long-term memory have been programmed in your brain during sleep only, during sleep. So you have to maintain 8 hours of sleep to remember all those things you can read. Okay, then listen to music or dance for 10-15 minutes, or you can exercise for 10-15 minutes. These are some stress relieving tips. Okay, and during exam, don't stress yourself, because what is matter is the time, your state of mind during exam is very, very important, because there is some questions you can answer them by using your common sense also. So if you are stressed out, you can't even remember what you are studied, and what you are reading also. So you can you must have stress-free mind during exam. Just if you are getting stressed during exam or while answering exams, so you have to be calm. Just close your mind, close your eyes for 2 to 10 minutes. Okay, you close your mind, open your mind for things you have to read. Okay, you just stick to your consistency and preparation. During exam, your state of mind is much important than what you are reading through all these days. Okay, and after exam, we can't control our result, and we can't control our medals or admission in so and so college. So if you will fail, if not sure, somebody didn't get enough marks or good rank to get those seats in your dream college. So there is also a chance after your failure. So you have to put this in your mind. Okay, you have like you can take long term, or you have many options in BPC, like agriculture BSc or dental BDS, or you have so much options like horticulture, fisheries, veterinary science, be doing B.Pharmacy or pharmacy. You have so much options. So don't stress yourself by only getting an MBBS seat. Is you are getting pressure on this only. In some people are getting pressure from their parents also. So you just sit next to your parents and explain them how you are coming, how you are preparing, and I will do my best. Just talk to your parents. Okay, parents, just if you are not getting enough motivation to study, so just calm your mind and close your eyes. Think about your parents, what they are dedicating, they're sacrificing themselves for you, you're putting in this position. Just think about your parents, talk to your friends. It is very necessary. But don't talk to your colleagues, okay? Because they'll tell you, I have like I have read, I have done revision for 10 times. So that much you put, that thing will put you on, stress yourself more. So don't talk to your colleagues, just talk to your friends, okay? Or your parents. Okay, it is more important to share your stress or your things with your parents also. Okay, just don't mug up in those surrounded your study rooms. Okay, just go outside for 10 minutes, have some good sunlight. It will relieve your stress also. Okay, then setting goals is more important. What is your goal? There is more time, much more time to reach your goal. So you don't have to tense or stress yourself to reach your goal from within this year only. So don't put yourself in so much hard position. Be nice to yourself, be positive and stay calm. Do meditation for 10 minutes or even in exams also. Okay, just during exam, if you get stressed, just to be just calm your mind and close your eyes, so you can talk, you can answer questions very nicely. Okay, thank you for having me in this beautiful platform, Shine Medicos. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Monica. Thank you so much for your participation.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I request all the participants, we are sharing our details like the contact number or the email ID. If you have any queries or any, information needed for your further process or, anything, you can feel free to contact us on the contact details provided. So I request all the members to, we had shared our contact details like the number and email ID in the chat room. You can make note of it, and we wish all the members to fulfill your dreams of becoming a doctor. And please do not forget that we are always there to support you in fulfilling your dreams of becoming a doctor. So don't forget that we are there to support you in terms of fulfilling your dreams. So thank you so much for all your participation. And once again, we wish you a very, very all the best. Please take care of yourself. Please do not get panicked for the examination. Please prepare well in a planned manner. And please do participate in the examination properly, and wish you get the scores or ranks, whatever you are aiming for, and get into the colleges what you are targeting for. So once again, thank you all. Thank you so much. So I request all the members to please make note of our contact details. If you have anything, you can call us or email us. We'll get back to you. So